How's it going, folks? I'm Mark from Like Minded Lunatics.
Todd from Like Minded Lunatics.
Ricky.
Hope everybody is doing well. We've got a really special matchup today. These guys have literally no idea what we're about to react to.
Yeah, folks who don't really understand how this setup goes, when we come over to Mark's studio, he has set up a ton of stuff in advance, and we just walk into a room with beers and just like discover what he's thought up. So I'm excited, man. Let's do it.
So this one is kind of inspired by the fact that you and I are going to go see Metallica in Arlington.
Yes.
Also, Lottie and I recently did a 3-part series on Metallica's Unforgiven.
So good.
Thank you so much.
I love that trilogy. Folks should go watch that if they haven't already.
And let me add, it is deep and a little bummy. You're not going to feel good after you watch it.
Yeah.
Lottie cries a few times.
I know. It's like, man.
There was one time in Unforgiven 3 when I look over and he's got a tear in his eye, and then he choked me up. And he was like, it's devastating. And it is.
Yeah.
And so inspired by that, I thought we would take a look at and compare Adele's Crazy for You to a cover by James Hetfield and his daughter.
What?
Yeah, see, folks, had no idea this was coming.
What?
So Hetfield and his daughter appeared at 2015 at a Cure for Cancer benefit.
Okay.
And Het plays the guitar as his daughter sings this song.
Oh my God.
And as fathers yourselves of daughters, I thought you would like to see this.
Oh.
Lottie, if you're watching, this is another case. Mark's just trying to make people cry.
And hopefully I succeed here. So typically we don't have beverages with our reaction.
But I'm here.
Yeah, but so we're doing some beers.
Yep.
So folks, let's take a look at Adele's Crazy for You first. This came out in 2008.
Oh.
And Rick, you said that y'all have covered in one of your bands, you've covered Adele stuff.
Yeah, I've done a bunch of Adele songs. I've never done this one.
Okay, so here we go, Crazy for You.
Adele.
Thank you very much. Hi. Thanks for
Man,
coming.
she's just a kid there.
Yeah.
Nice to be here. I can't really say how much this means doing a Super Winner. I'm a huge fan. This is Crazy for You. Found myself today singing out loud your name. You say I'm crazy. If I am, I'm crazy for you. Sometimes sitting in the dark, wishing you were here, turns me crazy. But it's you who makes me lose my head. And every time I'm meant to be acting sensible, you drift into my head and turn me into a crumbling fool.
Now I'm going to pause here. Such an affecting song, right?
Well, as someone who suffers from anxiety to some degree and has a hard time finding mental space to relax, Adele always does get me there.
Yeah, and there's something about like the simplicity of the guitar riff and just the power of her voice that just provides, you're right, like a sense of peace.
Yeah. I took a massive deep breath while we were listening to that because it just feels really good.
Comforting.
Yes.
Yeah, it feels like Christmas comforting.
Yeah.
Ricky, what are you thinking?
Oh, yeah. She's amazing. Yeah. And all the little things she does with her voice.
I know.
Oh, gosh.
That she doesn't have
style.
to do,
no.
right? That's the thing. Is like it could have been a successful whatever minute there that we listened, but without all of the extras.
Yeah.
But the lilting, the drops, the falls, the
appoggiaturas.
And like one thing I love about like say a comedian like George Carlin, who comes out and understands that the modulation of his voice matters to the performance.
It does.
She gets louder and quieter in just the ways she wants to.
Plays with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful.
So the next one we're going to watch is a cover by James Hetfield and his daughter.
Didn't know this existed.
Now, obviously, his daughter is not a professional singer. She's really great, but she's not Adele. And that, at no point am I even suggesting that. But I think it's a very interesting cover, especially to watch Het as his daughter's singing.
And as you pointed out in that Unforgiven trilogy with Lottie, that really Het didn't learn how to sing till he was in his mid-30s.
Right.
So I haven't heard his daughter yet, but I can imagine It's passion without say
Yeah.
rehearsal.
Yeah, there's not going to be any ooh, none of that.
Okay.
But I think you can see an ooh in Het's face as he's playing.
I'm excited.
If Papa and his oldest daughter come out, she comes out and does a song. I know that she wants to help out.
Did you see who's introducing her or bringing her out? That's Sammy. Hagar.
Oh.
That's Hagar. That
What?
that's Hagar that brings her out.
Come on, darling.
Say hi
She looks just
to my
like-
beautiful daughter, Cali.
So pause it. What's it like to be the kid of the lead singer of Metallica? What's that childhood like?
I just thought of that because like hanging out with Hagar, like randomly, like he's Uncle Sam.
Master. Okay, let's go play with your Barbies.
I get a feeling that's probably what it's like. Like Hetfield steps on stage and he's, ooh, yeah! And then he steps off and he's like, would y'all like eggs or
Right.
pancakes? What are we thinking?
Well, and Dave Grohl has some good interviews like that too, where he's like his parent. I mean, his parents raised him to love music and to be obsessed with it. But now that he's a rock star and he's raising his own kids, they don't really see him like
No.
as that big of a deal.
There's a great video of him recording, and they're recording, and his daughter's like, we're supposed to go swimming. We're supposed to go swimming.
Come on, man. Yeah.
I guess for them, it's just like his job. And so it would be like
Yeah.
us with our dad's jobs. We're like, are you kidding me? I had plans today. Now you're doing this?
Right.
I don't care that Sammy Hagar is here. Who cares? Tell Sammy to go home.
Tell those 60,000 people,
Right.
I'm going to go swimming.
Tell that man to take his car home.
Okay.
Here we go.
Found myself today singing out loud and then you Sometimes sitting in the dark, wishing you were here, takes me crazy. It's you who makes me lose my head. And every time I'm meant to be acting sensible, you drift into my head and turn me into a crumbling fool. Tell me to run in that race if you want me to stop or freeze. And if you hold me, gonna leave, just hold me closer, baby. And make me crazy for you.
You don't really see James in like kind of a joyful state. I mean, you
More
know,
contemplative.
right? Like he's great at kicking ass and being savage. He
Yeah.
also has emotionally open moments in his lyrics, but usually those are drenched in pain.
Yes.
Yeah. This is not.
No. It reminds me of during quarantine. I know you've seen a sedated video of it. Like I did a matchup of Blackened and then the acoustic
The
version.
acoustic blackened.
And the acoustic Blackened is fun. I don't
Yeah.
know how to put it, but he's sitting there at a table where it looks like he's been working on a
He has
lamp.
glasses on.
He's got his bifocals on, and he's like, all right, 1 and 2 and 3. And then he plays an acoustic guitar, and it sounds beautiful.
Yep.
And it makes me think I would kill for a Hetfield acoustic album.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Rick, what are you thinking?
It's great. I mean, she sounds great.
She really
sounds
does.
great.
Especially for not a professional musician.
It's amazing. Yes, I'm going to speak for James. I will speak for him now. He's played for hundreds of thousands of people and all that kind of stuff.
Sure.
I've never played. I've done a couple of gigs that had about 10,000 or so, and it's you feed off the crowd and all that.
That's huge, bro.
But I did some stuff when my daughter was like third or fourth grade, playing acoustic guitar, and she would sing Taylor Swift. at a talent show, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
There's nothing like being on stage with your kid like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to speak for him. I bet he's like, this is it. All of that other stuff's bullshit.
Right.
You know,
What else could matter?
Yeah.
Right.
Or
Nothing else matters.
Or you see the videos of Eddie playing.
With Wolf.
Yeah, and just kisses him on the head. And it's like, all of that other stuff doesn't mean anything.
This is the moment.
This is it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we'll go back over to Adele.
Tell me to run an race. If you want me to stop, I freeze. And if you want me gonna leave, just hold me closer, baby. And make me crazy for you. Crazy for you. Lately with this state I'm in, I can't help myself but spin. I wish you'd come over, send me spinning closer to you. My oh my, how my blood boils a sweet taste for you. Strips me down there and gets me into my favorite mood. I keep on trying, I'm fighting these feelings away, but the more I do, the crazier I turn into.
One of the things I'm loving is this is something that a lot of, I think, engineers would remove, is her fingers on the strings.
The
Yeah,
sliding
but I
and
love
stuff.
that sound. And you know, I was just thinking, this is an odd thing to be saying and thinking in this moment, but you know, there aren't too many animals in the world that we know play.
Right.
And I mean, recreationally
Right.
have fun. Like we know that primates do it.
Mm-hmm.
We know that rats do it. A handful of other mammals do it. But the question becomes philosophically, what is the worth of play?
Right.
What is the worth in recreation? You just sit and listen to Adele for a minute, and you see the worth of recreation and
Feel it.
And the imperfections of that up the fretboard
Yeah.
are actually as good as her singing.
Yeah, it just creates an immediacy that is lost completely whenever something is overly produced. And I love the fact that she's taken the time to just play with the vocalization.
Right.
Yeah, something we hear from Lizzie Hale. She does that quite a bit, where she'll just play with it.
Yeah.
And man, that just makes it feel, I mean, like, I'm sure you have different words for it, but it makes it more full, it makes it more all-encompassing.
More authentic, more human.
Yeah.
And I think some of that is from listening, you know, to other people and maybe practicing. I think a lot of it too is, I don't know.
Intuitive.
Yeah, or like how does someone feel that or learn? And I feel like in the arts, that's kind of like, there is this magic aspect. I don't feel like you can analyze everything that comes to art or music or
quantify it in some
you
way.
can't. There's this little pixie
Does
dust.
it sparkle?
Yeah.
Yes, it
There you go.
sparkles.
Yeah.
Right.
Why? No idea.
I don't know.
And I don't want to know.
Right.
Look at him looking at her.
That's the thing, dude.
I know. He's such a proud dad.
I know. And I do have to say, he looks like Hetfield, all dark and everything, and she's wearing this like very bright, flowery
Floral print.
outfit. Dad, I'm going to wear this.
When he's not looking at her, he's trying not to look at her. Like he was looking away, I think, intentionally, but he was listening very intently, and now he's said, "Fuck it, I have to see like what she's doing."
If I look at her, I'm going to forget my chords, man. I can't look at her.
He looks more proud in this moment than he does after any set that he's ever done.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, after he's played Master or, you know, whatever,
Sure.
Sanitarium, like he looks more proud here than he does after any of that.
There's a different satisfaction in those activities.
Sure.
Killing it at puppets is a very different
Right.
experience.
It's different than your daughter going out there and, yeah.
Right.
Send
No, it's gonna break my heart if she looks at him too. Cut it out.
My blood boils a sweet taste for you. Strips me down there and gets me into my favorite mood.
I know, he knew it was coming.
Yeah.
I keep on trying and fighting these feelings away, but the more I do, the crazier I turn into.
She looks loose. The way she's strutting a little bit there.
She's sitting in it.
I would
Yeah.
think you come out and you're a little nervous if you're not a performer, right?
Yeah.
And so you're just trying to get your footing. But I think in that moment, when she was kind of strutting a little bit, she had some comfort.
You can
some
see when
confidence.
you can see when she forgets the crowd
Yeah.
and she's there with Dad.
Yeah.
That was good.
Pacing floors and opening doors. Open walk through and save me, boy. Because I'm too crazy for you.
The one jack off that thinks he's at a Metallica concert. Yeah! Calm down.
Shut up, dude.
This is not. What are you doing?
It's just the only language he has for like communicating joy.
It is.
Woo!
Yes, that's it. It's like, I don't know if y'all have seen it. There's a video of Mike Patton singing opera in Italian.
Okay.
He's singing in Italian. It's beautifully done. And there's one guy in the audience is like, yeah, woo! And he stops. He's like, no.
Is that right?
Gets the lighter.
Yeah. He for real stops.
Cut it out.
Mike Patton's kind of a dick anyway, but
Sure.
he stops. He's like, stop it.
We're not doing that right
We're
now.
not doing that right now.
Station floors and opening doors, hoping he'll walk through and save me, boy. Because I'm too crazy for you. Crazy for you.
Beautiful. Okay, Ricky, I'm putting you on the spot because
Yeah.
I didn't ask you this ahead of time.
Yeah.
Why does this read to me like a country song?
It does sound like Happy Trails.
I don't know. Is it?
I think it's the groove.
Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah,
Bum,
it's so
bum,
bouncy.
bum, bum,
Yeah,
bum, bum.
it's a little swing in there. It's a little swingish.
Is that still 4/4 or is it 3/4?
I think it's still 4.
Okay.
1, a 2, a 3, a 4. Da, dum, dum, dum.
All right, we'll let the hets finish.
Aw.
Go give your daddy a hug. There you go.
Is it? Did you know that was going to happen?
No, but that's what you do.
Of course.
Come hug dad.
You know, and
Oh,
Look at
Sammy's
Sammy.
on.
God. Some James, it was amazing.
Uncle Sam.
And James whispered in his ear, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, James just went, ooh.
So I feel like her moving at the end there when she's in her groove and happy reminds me that like Het is one of the killer rhythm guitarists.
He is.
He just has so much percussiveness to the way he moves. I don't know if percussiveness is a word.
Yeah, it is.
But he just has it, and I could see her kind of moving with the rhythm of it. I think she's going to be a musician. Maybe.
You know what always kind of amazes me about Hetfield is that he plays like this really, you're right, almost drum-like rhythm.
Yes.
Just really aggressive riffs and rhythm, and he holds the pick so daintily.
Yes.
So, a lot of dudes will hold it where they cup it like that, especially for those hard
Tied it in the hand.
Yes. James, if you watch him,
no,
he holds just like that.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to me that he's able to
With
get...
a thin...
Where he's able to
yeah.
get those... bum, 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 like he's
And
able
move.
to... And move with that tiny little bit.
Yeah.
So dainty.
Right. And I think that's why he and... I know you're not the biggest fan of Lars. But I think that's why he and Lars work so well together because they want to move with quickness, with precision.
Yes.
And they write together. So they're creating these percussive moments together.
The number of times I wanted to do that in your face.
I was doing the James Lars.
Yes. Some kind of monster.
Lars, would you like to say something to James?
In therapy. In front of millions of people on a movie.
Well, what y'all think is a good matchup, you think?
I have a tear in my eye.
Good.
It did not shed. I held it.
Good.
Because I was trying to be a tough guy.
Okay.
But I thought it was just beautiful. Both of these. Just
Awesome.
beautiful.
Rick?
I couldn't hold them back. They went it was amazing. And full disclosure, I mean, my daughter's fixing to go to college in a couple weeks, and
brother.
I'm very nervous.
Yes.
It was amazing. It was great.
Good. Well, folks, let us know in the comments what you think. Hopefully you like this matchup. It's not the typical Metallica matchup.
No.
But I thought it was a good one. So let us know in the comments what you think. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And take care of yourselves, folks. We'll see you soon. Hey there, folks. We hope you enjoyed this reaction as much as me, Ricky, and Todd enjoyed filming it. If you would like to support us here at Like Minded Lunatics, because we can't really monetize a lot of the content we create here, please check out our Patreon site. Additionally, we are selling merchandise over at Teespring. We've got fun t-shirts that you can check out. So please, if you want to support us, those are two good avenues to do so. As we go out, Ricky's going to play us a little bit of music.